Now.
Good evening and welcome to News Watch 12 at 6. I'm Dan Hagan. With recent gun violence seen across America, our own Kyle Pozorski decided to see firsthand the process of buying a gun. Kyle joins us now. Kyle, what did you find out today?
Dan, today I left our studio here in Rhinelander to see if I could purchase an assault-style rifle and what that process is like. This is my experience. 9:10 a.m. Our cameras were rolling as I walked into a gun store here in northern Wisconsin. But once I got inside, I only recorded audio as to keep the conversations as authentic as possible. This is known as single-party consent recording as allowed by the state of Wisconsin. At the counter, I asked and learned about what style gun I was going to buy. Then what's the process of getting one?
You have to fill out the background check.
Background check.
Yep.
Okay. I then proceeded to fill out the U.S. Department of Justice Firearms Transaction Report. According to the FBI, so far from January through May of this year, there have been 13.2 million checks reported and processed by them.
On the next page, when you sign and date, you're all done.
I filled out the form, and after waiting about 10 minutes, the background check was processed. Then I was allowed to purchase the firearm. Do I get it today, or how long do I have to wait?
You get it right now.
I get it right now?
Yep.
Okay. All told, only about 20 minutes passed between the time I walked in to the point of sale. An important note, I did not buy the firearm at that time. No laws were broken by the gun store in this interaction, and according to the Department of Justice, the background checks can take only a few minutes, as in my case. Bipartisan political discussions continue in Washington, D.C., where lawmakers are debating if gun reform should take place, including stricter background checks and allowing states to impose red flag laws. Part of that framework would include an enhanced check on waiting period for buyers under the age of 21. Dan?
Thanks, Kyle. That framework is getting closer to the finish line. Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell said he would back the measure, greatly improving the chance of a bill getting passed.
For myself, I'm comfortable with the framework, and if the legislation ends up reflecting what the framework indicates, I'll be supportive.
The Senate is split 50-50, Democrats and Republicans. All Democrats have signaled their support. 10 Republicans are needed to defeat a filibuster. The bill is expected to be voted on next week. Now we turn our attention to the extreme heat we're seeing. It looks to be pretty nice in Minocqua, where Griffin Stroin is standing by, but I know that's not the case everywhere. Jeff?
Yeah, hey Dan, we're tracking two weather headlines out there tonight. First off is the incredibly warm temperatures across parts of the area now. And the second is now the likelihood for some severe weather across all of north central Wisconsin tomorrow. Right now in Wausau, here we are. It's 94 degrees currently in Wausau, where it was 95 last hour. It was 96 an hour ago in Point. That was a new record high for them. Most of us, though, are in the 80s to low 90s across our region. A very hot day, of course, with records being broken across the state. And it's incredibly humid, with dew point right now at 75 in Tomahawk. Keep in mind, 70 is tropical. It's at 75 in Tomahawk right now. This is like Key West and Cuban air out there currently across north central Wisconsin. That's giving us feel-like temperatures near 100 across much of the area. Feels like 90 in Rhinelander, 98 in Stevens Point right now. Then our attention turns toward the west. So clear skies out there now. There's a cold front over here. That's going to come through midday tomorrow, peak of daytime heating tomorrow. That's going to give us a round of showers and storms. Any of those storms could be locally severe throughout the afternoon. Dan?
Thanks, Jeff. Let's head up to Minocqua now, where Griffin Stroin is getting a good suntan in. Griffin, how's the heat up there?
The heat, honestly, Dan, right now is not that bad at all. Compared to 4 o'clock for sure, at least, I'm much more comfortable. It's still very humid, still very warm. But in general, you know, with the sun starting to come down, and especially with the wind coming off the lake, it's making things very, very comfortable, very, very enjoyable right now. But there were tons of people here earlier in the day taking advantage of the beautiful weather here, making sure to cool off in Lake Minocqua, just enjoying themselves the best way you can here in the Northwoods. And being very careful as well, wearing sunscreen. Like you said, Dan, I'm definitely getting some color. I didn't wear sunscreen, so I'm really hoping I'm not burnt. My mom will kill me if I definitely come home red like a lobster. But hey, reporting live here in Minocqua, I'm Griffin Stroin, Newswatch 12.
Yeah, I hope you don't regret that one, Griffin. During the pandemic, many people had time on their hands and picked up new hobbies. This includes gardening, and a local community garden is seeing a boom in interest. The Northwoods Community Garden is located at Nicolay College in Rhinelander. The garden manager, Mike Hazel, says more and more gardeners are showing interest in having their own plot. This season, the garden added a dozen more plots to keep up with growing demand. The garden now has 62 plots. This past weekend, a handful...
a little bit of artwork from last year that's still left over. There was an art project that we burned down on the winter solstice, so we're removing the remains of that. And we're reorganizing our sheds to make room for a new lawnmower that we just got donated.
Hazel says the goal of the Northwoods Community Garden is to not only grow gardens, but grow gardeners. Hazel believes growing your own food has many benefits over buying food in the store.
Nothing beats a carrot grown in the garden. Yeah. And it just tastes so much better than the stuff in the store. Everything in the grocery store is bred and designed and chosen to ship well and store well and look like the product it's supposed to be. But, you know, it doesn't taste like a real tomato or a real carrot.
The garden is hosting a variety of classes this summer about gardening, permaculture, and art. Visit the Northwoods Community Garden's Facebook page for updates. A man in Price County is doing his part to keep nature beautiful. Coming up after the break, we'll meet the man behind the Monarch Wildlife Park in Catawba. That's After Weather with Jeff right here on Newswatch 12.
Newswatch 12 is brought to you by Bone and Joint Walk-In Care.
You can always find great-looking furniture at incredible everyday low prices at Slumberland Furniture. Like these modern sectionals and sofas, starting as low as $3.99. And always free doorstep shipping. Get your look
for less
at Slumberland Furniture.
This is my zen time. It's
like a video game!
This lawn brings me such pride, and I like to have hops.
We grow our own.
People say, well, what are you? Are you a farmer or a brewer? So I say,
I am definitely a lines guy. When I'm done, I work on my mind and my brisket.
There are millions of ways to make the most of your mow. How will you make the most of yours?
Stop by our dealership for special offers taking place for a limited time. Get great deals and service on legendary John Deere equipment.
Blood donation helps people survive the toughest part of their life. But life is so much more than just surviving. Every drop of blood can become someone else's experience of a lifetime. When you donate blood this summer, you're giving the gift of moments that become memories. Your blood donation, their summer. Schedule today at communityblood.org. The Community Blood Center, connecting lives, sharing life.
Carpet City.
Come to Carpet City Flooring Center's grand opening sale and receive massive savings along with free carpet installation. Take advantage of grand opening savings at the brand new Eagle River store and all existing locations. Come see why builders and designers only choose Carpet City Flooring Center for their flooring needs. And receive huge savings at the Carpet City Flooring Center grand opening sale.
Our prices will floor you.
The challenges we face today feel monumental. Inflation, gas prices, and now an unthinkable threat to a woman's right to choose. I'm Alex Lazary, and I have a track record of getting things done. That's how you know I'll work for you. By lowering prescription drug prices, putting more money into people's pockets, and protecting every woman's right to choose, no matter what. This is why we must defeat Ron Johnson and start meeting our challenges head on. That's why I approve this message.
Contact Culligan, your local water expert.
You can always find great-looking furniture at incredible everyday low prices at Slumberland Furniture. Like these modern sectionals and sofas, starting as low as $3.99. And always free doorstep shipping. Get your look
for less
at Slumberland Furniture.
Plenty of sunshine out there right now with temperatures hanging out in the 80s and 90s across much of the area. We're getting the lakes warmed up today with those high temperatures, record high temperatures across parts of central Wisconsin, 96 earlier in Point. The rest of us, though, just a hot day, right? With temperatures in the 80s and also incredibly humid. Look at these dew points again. 73 in Rhinelander, 76 for Antigo, 79 for Shawano. This is moisture pooling in the atmosphere, waiting for a trigger, and that trigger is going to come through tomorrow and kind of rain this out, and locally heavy rainfall is now likely in our area tomorrow. But first, the heat out there now. It still feels like 98 in Stevens Point, 99 for Marshfield. These were all in the hundreds earlier. This is kind of like the wind chill in the winter, right? The heat index in the summertime. So this is going to fall down slowly tonight as we're going to keep things incredibly humid with low temperatures down near 70. So take it easy out there. You're kind of used to this by now, right? But stay hydrated. Seek air conditioning if you can. Check on your neighbors, of course, and your pets do not like weather like this at all. Keep them inside if you can. And then know the signs of heat exhaustion or heat stroke. Your body will tell you, listen to those signs. It's trying to tell you something, right? But then something has to give, right? We're in north central Wisconsin. You can't keep temperatures like this forever, and that's going to correct itself tomorrow in the form of showers and storms. It's looking more and more likely now for a widespread severe weather outbreak across north central Wisconsin tomorrow, beginning midday, lingering through about this time tomorrow night. Now that's peak daytime heating, and these storms, once they get going, they're going to have lots of energy tomorrow across our region. Right now, though, not so much. We have lots of clear skies across our area. There is a little bit of instability. Okay, there's a lot of instability in here. The air is very buoyant. So tonight, there will be a couple areas of thunder that come through, likely though non-severe. The main event is still back here. This is a very, very strong cold front for mid portions of June. That's going to come through during peak daytime heating tomorrow. You know what that does, right? It kind of bumps up into this very buoyant air full of moisture. That air rises up, forms clouds. That clouds rain themselves out. So tomorrow is going to be one of those days we got to keep a real close eye on. Let's walk you through it. So here we are tonight. So about midnight or 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, a couple of widespread thunder showers out there, likely non-severe. We'll keep things cloudy for a while, then the atmosphere recharges. Here we are midday tomorrow, and then here comes that line. That's the line that once it gets going, likely severe. I'm really concerned about the potential for damaging hail tomorrow. We're talking about golf ball size to tennis ball size hail tomorrow across parts of our viewing area, along with wind gusts near 70 to 80 miles per hour. That's going to do a number on the power supply, so be ready tomorrow. Be weather aware. If you have plans outside, make sure you keep one eye, on the radio or the TV, and also have a shelter nearby as well. That's going to push through tomorrow evening. The whole thing kind of gets out of here by early parts of Thursday morning, and then we're in for a couple nice days. So here is the threat area for tomorrow. This will likely be upgraded to a moderate category tomorrow morning across this area and here, as there is just so much instability in the atmosphere right now. It's going to be hard to miss this event. Not all of you will see severe weather tomorrow, but many of you will, with those gusty winds and hail and torrential rain. Again, this is going to rain itself out in the atmosphere tomorrow, widespread soaking 1 to 2 inch rainfall. But if you get under a couple of those thunderstorms tomorrow, you could easily see 3 or 4 inches of rain. So tomorrow, to the north, temperatures near 80 with thunderstorms midday. South, same story, with temperatures near 85 in Adams County. For tonight, partly cloudy skies. A rogue thunderstorm can't be ruled out. Really muggy, low temperatures near 66. Many of you will hang out near 70. For tomorrow, all right, this is that day. We got to keep an eye on this tomorrow. Strong to locally severe storms, likely midday, peak daytime heating, gusty winds, damaging hail, torrential rain, high temperatures near 81. And then looking ahead, your 7-day forecast by Northwoods Furniture and Mattress shows tomorrow is a stormy day. Thursday we dry out, 80. Friday 78. Saturday 78. There's Father's Day with a high temperature of 84 and a couple of storms in the area. Dan?
Skeletal remains found in Wisconsin back in 1995 have finally been identified. Authorities in Rock County announced today that they have ID'd the 20-year-old man through DNA testing of family members.
In May of 2022, we were able to confirm the identification of our John Doe as Carl Jr. Isaacs Jr.
The sheriff says Isaacs was never reported missing. His autopsy did not reveal a cause of death. Officials now have to move on to solving what happened to Isaacs. A Wisconsin man was lucky to escape his home that was crushed by a huge tree yesterday as storms rolled through Madison. Monday's afternoon storms caused damage throughout Dane County. This home on the city's east side was crushed by a tree toppled in the storm. The house was Greg McDonald's dream home. He delivered newspapers to the home when he was younger and had always wanted to live there.
It sounded like a train coming by my house. I heard this, vroom. So I got up to look out my back door, and right when I stood up, all of a sudden the tree must have hit my house and everything came down all around me.
McDonald quickly made a move to get out of the house, fighting through the debris clogging his front yard. Now he's forced to pick up the pieces of the home he's always wanted, but he says his neighbors have been there to support him. Nature can be dangerous, but it can also be beautiful. And one man in Price County is doing his best to make sure that his slice of northern Wisconsin can be enjoyed for generations. Newswatch 12's Mohammed Abdul Kawi has the story.
Trying to get other people to care about this planet too.
12 years ago, the Monarch Wildlife Wayside Refuge and Park came together, and it was just the beginning for Ron Berger.
You know, a lot of people were asking me about what I was doing here, so, you know, it's kind of turned into be like a wayside area for wildlife and human life. All the amenities here that I have outside have all been donated by people who will support me and love what I'm doing.
Berger, who is the owner, tries his best to help out the community, whether it's taking in injured or orphaned animals, collecting cans for wildlife, or picking up litter on the highways of Price County.
I've been waiting for a long time to find a place where I could do this, and it's not the biggest place, but this is my dream and my life.
Ron hopes that this nonprofit organization will encourage others to care more about the environment around them.
Hopefully it will inspire others to do the same, not necessarily to the extent that I've gone, but I'm trying to make a point.
And to help future generations.
I know not everybody cares about the planet and everything that's involved in it. Nothing will last if you don't take care of it.
Reporting in Catawba, Mohammed Abdul Kawi, Newswatch 12.
School's out for summer for most students, but not all of them. Why a Missouri school is staying in session year-round. We'll break it down after the break.
Joe Biden opened America's borders, increasing the flow of deadly drugs into our communities. Last year, over 105,000 people died of drug overdoses in America. Biden's putting our children and families at risk. Ron Johnson is warning everyone that drug traffickers are adding fentanyl to counterfeit pills, and it only takes one pill to kill. Please tell your children and support law enforcement.
I'm Ron Johnson, and I approve this message.
Quicksilver Sports and Entertainment brings live pro boxing to Ho Chunk Gaming Wittenberg. General admission tickets are just $25. Go ringside for just $45. Meet the fighters at weigh-ins on June 24th. Then, on Saturday, June 25th, 8 bouts of non-stop action. And don't miss a special appearance by 4-time world champion Virgil Quicksilver Hill. This ain't pay-per-view. It's live pro boxing, Saturday, June 25th, only at Ho Chunk Gaming Wittenberg.
At 3 o'clock, Carter's campaign for class president will go live. His platform?
Thirsty for change?
Juice boxes for all. At 4, Liz will bid online and win. Yes! Yes! At 5, Brandy will stream her first concert and gain her first band. Which is why at 2, I'm down the street preparing for the storm. So no matter what, the show will go on. After all, we're the nationwide network built by locals for locals. U.S. Cellular.
Season after season, year after year, customers have found that when it comes to replacing their windows, there's only one company to call, Renewal by Andersen. Call the number at the bottom of your screen right now and take advantage of this limited time offer. So what makes Renewal by Andersen so good? Fibrix, an innovative composite material exclusive to Andersen that provides strength and durability, far surpassing vinyl. In fact, it won't warp or bow over time like vinyl does. Get the window replacement solution proven to stand the test of time, plus the peace of mind that comes from a superior service experience. That's Renewal by Andersen. Now is the perfect time to call for your free window diagnosis. This fantastic offer is available only for a limited time. Don't delay and miss out. Here's your opportunity to save money without compromising on quality. Call now before this remarkable offer expires. Renewal by Anderson. The better way to a better window.
Spring has sprung at Schrader's. Add color to your summer wardrobe. Show off your pretty toes in new sandals. Find something sweet for your littles. Change up your home decor. And grab something great for your garden at Schrader's. Family owned and operated.
This portion of News Watch 12 is brought to you by Slumberland.
For some students in Missouri, summer vacation is already over. A Kansas City elementary charter school is moving to a year-round school model, saying it's beneficial on several levels, especially after the pandemic hit. Matt Evans reports.
Now we're going to take it out and put it on the table. Don't open it yet. Take your pencil box out now.
It's the first day of school for these kindergartners at Gordon Parks Elementary, as a new school year begins in this Westport area charter school in the middle of June.
This is our art studio.
The school's CEO says they made the switch to a year-round model to help the kids and the families here.
When the pandemic hit, everybody started talking about learning loss and the learning gap.
What are we doing today?
That, coupled with the learning loss that comes with a normal summer vacation, made it clear these kids needed to be in school.
And as we started looking at the calendar and looking at the traditional summer school model, we said, you know what? We need to do more. So we added 31 full days to our calendar.
And those extra days also means more time to build relationships with the students and more time for real-world learning.
So we're really figuring out how does all the stuff that we learn in school, instead of somebody just, here's how you do that process, paper, pencil, and then saying, here's where it lives, we're going to actually experience where it lives outside of a classroom.
Ron Johnson versus red tape. As promising drugs slowly wait for FDA approval, patients are left waiting, suffering. That's why Senator Ron Johnson wrote the Right to Try law that lets patients with terminal diagnoses try treatments before FDA approval. Patients and their families deserve a chance to hope for a cure. Ron Johnson's Right to Try law is making a difference by offering hope. Wisconsin Truth PAC is responsible for the content of this advertising.
At Len's Truck, we've made the buying experience fast and easy. All our trucks are guaranteed clean, certified, can be bought hassle-free online, and can be delivered right to your door. It's our way of saying thanks to our past and future customers for the last 35 years. And when you buy a Len's Truck, know that you're buying the best used truck money can buy. Go now to lenstruck.com. You'll find over 800 used trucks, all priced to move. Go now to lenstruck.com.
Len's Truck.
Leisure City has been making a splash since 1989 as Northern Wisconsin's backyard headquarters for hot tubs, spas, saunas, grills, and outdoor furniture. Plus, our product knowledge, installation, and service are truly exceptional. Check out our supply of 100% recycled poly furniture. Our focus is on you. Any service needed, we will meet or exceed expectations. We take pride in our customer service. Leisure City is a nationally recognized award-winning dealer. Stop down at our showroom in Woodruff to see our large selection.
Been daydreaming of campfires or time on the water? Start your summer plans by joining Shoulders RV and Marine at their Better Late Than Never 27th Annual Open House, Thursday, June 16th through Saturday, June 18th. They have over 200 total available boats and campers. Shop the best deals on the best brands at the biggest RV and Marine dealer in the Northwoods. The Better Late Than Never 27th Annual Open House, Thursday, June 16th through Saturday, June 18th at Shoulders RV and Marine.
Wickersham Jewelry presents its Spring Estate Jewelry Sale, featuring the largest selection of estate jewelry in Wisconsin. This one-of-a-kind sale will take place at Wickersham's in Rothschild June 14th, Marshfield June 15th, and at their Rhinelander location on June 16th. Explore the beautiful treasures you can find only at an estate sale of this magnitude. Take advantage of one of Wickersham's interest-free financing programs. Wickersham Jewelry. If you can dream it, we can make it.
Midway Rentals and Sales, the UP's home for Bobcat, is having a grand opening Friday, June 17th in Kingsford with incredible one-day sales, over 35 vendors, live demos, and of course, great food. Join Midway Rentals and Sales for their Kingsford location grand opening Friday, June 17th.
Join the conversation when you're on the go. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram to stay up to date. Newswatch 12, from where you live.
All right, Dan, 84 in Rhinelander, 92 for Merrill right now. Our attention then turns from the heat over to storms. Not so much tonight, but for tomorrow, we're going to push a cold front through about midday. Tomorrow, peak of daytime heating, a widespread severe weather outbreak, all but likely now across north central Wisconsin tomorrow.
We'll keep you covered all day tomorrow with those severe storms. Thanks for joining us on Newswatch 12 at 6. The Wheel of Fortune is up next.